Well, you can see that he's enjoyed facing Ashton Agar. He's hit him for 37 of 20 deliveries. But I think the rest is pretty impressive too. The way he's played Cummins and cool to Nile. He's looked like a proper batsman, like a top order player. Now Marcus Stoinis got the ball the 43rd over. And he's got 4 left, so presumably he'll go 43, 45 all the way through to 49. And so that's a new responsibility for him. Pandya's in strike. Is it 4 sixes as Pandya? And inevitably, as we showed you a little while ago, across his career, his sixes are largely straight. They might at best go wide mid-on. They're largely straight. That was square of a hit of the back foot though. And in between, he's run hard. He's taken his six time.
What an interesting shot. It wasn't a bad ball from Stoinis. And the horizontal drive. If you watch the rest of the top order of India, that would have been a straight bat. The likes of Sharma, Jankar Rahane and Kohli, but Pandya finds another way.
And almost found another way too to hit a boundary. 7 came of the over from Stoinis. It's 257 for 4. So Pandya's 63. Manish Pandey has been the supporting role in this partnership of 51 and 46 balls. You can understand he came in, Pandya was set. Here's Cummins. He's squared. What a good shot that is. Oh, well, you look at Hardik Pandya and you look at those big sixes and you say, wow, what a striker he is, and then you see this.
You don't get many better cricket shots than this. He's got power. He's also got timing. Just the balance.
I've been as impressed by the way he's constructed this innings, Karthik, as much by the big hitting.
And I mentioned this. I think that's one thing you asked Hoggy about. What are the kind of improvements you want to see in a player every time you see him walk out? And that is something which he has to be proud about. That maturity. It's not about the talent you have, it's what you do with it. It's not about the big shots you can play, but after the big shots, can you construct that innings? Can you take that single? Can you rotate that strike? And that's what we've seen in the last 2-3 months. He's definitely grown in confidence. That Sri Lankan tour and the kind of responsibility which has been thrust on him, you can see a different player coming out.
Got a single. I've thought at various points in the last 2 months or so that eventually batting will become the stronger arm of Hardik Pandya's all-round persona. Nothing I've seen in this series has caused me to feel otherwise. His bowling has come on a long way. He delivered 10 overs to his captain today. But his batting has just looked calmer. He's shown a range that he hadn't always revealed before.
And just as a young man, the hype around the IPL, the success that he had there, he could really have lost his way, but he's kept his head, showed maturity, and not get too far ahead of himself.
I think there's something quiet that's happening in Indian cricket that doesn't get talked about very much, and that is the feeder system. The players from the A team that are coming up, and the person looking after them in the A team is not just being a coach, but is also being a bit of a life coach for them. Rahul Dravid, who looks after the A side, and a lot of these boys coming through there are reaping the benefits of playing in India A.
Didn't he get his opportunity in India A because of the injury to another all-rounder in Australia?
There's 30 now needed from 37. India has shown their batting depth here. There's just a little flutter when when Kohli got out, and then soon thereafter Kedar Jadhav. These two just calm the nerves. The calmest of them all is still watching. Oh, there's a Rahul Dravid dressing room there too. Was of course born here.
It was good to see him on a wall because he was the wall. 265 for 4.
.29 now needed from 36. Peter Hanscom behind the wicket. The umpire has just gone across and had a word with him. Given the full teapot and had some strong words in there. Murray Erasmus is a very experienced umpire. There he goes, finds another way to score a boundary, does Manish Pandey. Just seems to have very good grasp, I think, of where the fielders are.
Yeah, he's actually waiting for the shot, Harsha. Something which is his getaway shot. He's always waiting for that slot when you see somebody trying to shackle him up with mid-on and mid-off being up. Wonderful. Wonderful to release pressure. You can say all that you want, but at the end of the day, the equation now is 25 of 35 and away from a series victory.
There he goes again in his curious stand-up hop skip hit style, and he gets another boundary. He's doing his chances no harm. He's gone off to 28, and India now coasting and needing just 21.
Just short and Handy pulling that on the front leg.
If you remember the IPL finals in 2014, these were the number of shots he played against Mitchell Johnson. Backing away, playing his front leg.
You know what? I just think a montage of Manish Pandey's shots would have coaches in exasperation and the scoreboard keepers very happy.
Well, you just can't coach this sort of shot.
What would you call that kind of a bottom grip? A guitar grip? The way he holds the bat?
I think he's just patted the ball on its head, hasn't he?
Yeah. I think he'd be a good tennis player. That looked like a double hand backhand smash.
Oh, he does that. He does that so often. If he'd only done it once, I'd have said, oh, he got it away luckily, but I've seen him do that so many times. He plays it really well. And I'll tell you what, I won't be surprised if all the words directed at him are firing him up.
Well, I don't know why they'd be still talking at them, because it's 16 off 32 and he's the guy that's taken the game away from Australia.
He's a very different young man. I suspect very symbolic of New India, that says, listen, I don't care, I'm going to give as good as I get. And he's happy to play that game. He's happy to initiate a discussion if it comes to that. But clearly he's not affected by it, and that's what's important. There he goes again. 4. He's shoveled that ball away through mid-wicket.
The only word to describe that is imperious. Absolutely dominating this over, absolutely bossing this over. The Indians and especially Hardik Pandya.
Was indeed. He's gone on to 77 of 66 balls. I'll tell you what else he's done, Karthik. Not only has he gone in at 4 for a specific reason, but he's told the people watching, said, you know what, a couple of wickets go down, I can actually anchor this innings and take it through to the end, which is a great skill.
And I think it's been unbelievable the way he's played. You look at his score is 77 of 67, but the way he's batted has been different.
For me, just give the bowlers a little bit of extra help.
Straight to the field right mid-on. He's not taken India to the end, but he's done almost everything else. There's Hardik Pandya for the second time in the over, tried to go over long on. But it's been a wonderful innings from this young man. Just risen a notch or two more in this Indian side. among all those that follow the game in India. Well played. Hardik Pandya gone for 78. So wicket that's a little too late for Australia.
Yes, well, Pat Cummins has got his man, but a little bit too late. He has done the damage. He's not happy because he should have taken India all the way home, but he didn't. He's got to go to the sheds. Out to 78. India 284 for 5.
Oh dear, that held up that banner, DHONI, and all of a sudden someone wanted the alphabets more than the person holding them, I think. But the owner of the name is out there. Mahinder Singh Bahubali. Kya baat hai. There's also Kohli in there, man who never quits. She is popular.
It's a good length ball. Pandya trying to take India home in a hurry. Just getting a little overexcited with the moment. But I tell you what, he's done the job.
Well, what have we got here? 7 needed now from 18. India winning this, not in a blaze of action, but quietly.
The game's not over yet. There's still runs on the board. On Harsha.
All 7 of them, yes.
Oh, the fat lady hasn't quite sung yet.
Just tuning her instruments. Well, there it is. And that'll go the distance as well. Oh no, maybe just bounced inside, but 4 nonetheless. What a nice, powerful hit down the ground.
Just 3 left. Huggy. Is that your hard as nails Aussie attitude coming out? But beautiful. Once again, he plays that shot. If you think that he can't play a shot on the offside, then you'll see lots of them.
Well, when he came into bat, success for Manish Pandey would have been staying about 30-35 not out. Really, there was not too much more that he could do in the situation that he came in. And he's done precisely that. He's 34. Each of the 3 occasions, Australia have had their moments in this series. They had their moments in Chennai, then in Kolkata briefly, and even here at 220 for 1. And from there to get to just 293 would disappoint them enormously.
Well, they were 57 runs short, and plus they dropped Hardik Pandya. The skipper dropped him at a crucial stage. So, and Sharma dropped. The Sharma drop wasn't as costly.
Is in the gap. They'll stay with 1. They'll stay with 1. It's a very popular decision to take a single because it means Dhoni's in strike. Just like to tell the people of Indore, this is not a farewell tour. He's going to be around for a while.
He'll be waiting for Dhoni 3.0.
Never know. The one thing I have learned watching Dhoni over the years is you never predict what Dhoni does. They've often said there's a coolant that runs through his veins. You have no idea what he's thinking about. There's 2 runs to get, and he's brought the stadium alive. We were on 6. They're saying, no, I don't think that's what it is. Scores a level. Just a gentle little drop back, and he'll let Manish Pandey finish it maybe.
Imagine the kind of pressure he must be feeling to live up to people's expectations, because people want him to hit a 6. He gets a single. What do they think?
I don't think he worries. I don't think he knows the word.
Hasn't changed the reaction from the crowds for the last 5-6 years. I think that tells the story.
Well, it might have been unorthodox, but it's a single that does it for India. Manish Pandey sees India home, as he's developed a very good habit of doing. Finishes 36 not out, and India complete this run chase, which, except for a little stumble in between, they were always in control of, and they win with 13 balls left.
Yeah, wonderful victory, very clinical in the way they've played. They've not let anything to chance. Yes, they've been put under pressure. It's Australia you're playing.